Hello, friends. Are you ready to travel together today to the heart of wild nature and one of the last hunter tribes in the world? Hadzabe tribes. People who still live in the old style of their ancestors and see our world in a different way. Imagine, in a world where everything is technology, they still hunt food with their bow and arrow. During this video, we are going to go deep into the culture and lifestyle of this tribe and see how they were able to maintain this lifestyle from ancient times to today. But I have a question for you. Are you ready to change your lifestyle with such a simple and natural life? If you are curious about how this tribe has kept its secrets from the past until today, then stay with me until the end of the video. Well, let's start from the beginning. The Hadzabe tribe lives in Tanzania and is one of the last hunter-gatherer tribes in the world. That is, like our early ancestors, they provide their own food by hunting and gathering plants. Isn't it strange that this lifestyle still exists? In today's world where everything is industrialized, Hadzabes are still connected to nature and found the secret of their survival in interaction with their environment. But how could they preserve this ancient culture? This is what we are going to discover together. For the Hadzabes, hunting is not just a job, but a way to survive and connect with nature. Instead of using modern weapons, they use their own traditional bows and arrows. Believe it or not, these techniques have been passed down from previous generations and still work. The Hadzabes follow the animals very carefully and actually act like professional naturalists. These points can teach us important lessons about sustainable living and interacting with nature. Daily life in the Hadzabe tribe is very different and interesting, as they still adhere to the hunter-gatherer lifestyle that has existed for thousands of years. Unlike modern societies, where work is highly divided and based on advanced technology, the Hadzabe live in a simple and natural style. 1. Hunting and food gathering. The men of the tribe devote most of their time to hunting. They hunt animals such as gazelles, zebras, and even small birds using homemade bows and arrows. The Hadzabes have a high skill in following the tracks of animals and knowing their natural habitats. Hunting is important not only for providing food, but also as a social and cultural activity. Men often hunt in groups and share the hunt with the entire tribe. The women of the tribe are responsible for gathering herbs, fruits, vegetables, and honey. They are especially good at finding honey and wild fruits. These natural resources are used as the main source of nutrition along with game meat. Second, absence of private property. One of the most important features of Hadzabe's daily life is the absence of private property. Everything they get is shared. No one in the tribe owns land, houses, or even special tools. This sharing of resources ensures that no one in the tribe is left hungry or in need. 3. Simple houses and desert lifestyle. Hadzabe houses are very simple and temporary. They use branches and leaves of trees to build temporary shelters that are more like tents. Because the Hadzabe are often semi-nomadic and move from place to place in search of food, they do not have permanent structures. 4. Interaction with nature. Hadzabes are strongly dependent on nature and live in complete harmony with it. For them, nature is both a home and a source of survival. They know medicinal plants and rely on them to cure diseases. They also respect the unwritten rules to protect natural resources and local animals to maintain the balance of the ecosystem. 5. Social structure and decision-making. The Hadzabes lack complex governance structures or formal leaders. Decisions are made collectively and based on consultation. All members of the tribe, from men and women to old men and women, participate in this process. This type of social structure strengthens the sense of collective responsibility and causes more solidarity among the members of the tribe. 6. Time to relax and play. Along with daily tasks such as hunting and gathering, Hadzabes spend a lot of time relaxing and playing together. They sit communally around the fire, tell their tribal stories and myths, and enjoy each other's company. Traditional games and tribal dances are also a part of their life, which are often performed on various occasions. 7. Strong family and tribal ties. Family plays a very important role in Hadzabe's lives. Family and clan ties are very strong, and clan members are highly dependent on each other. Children participate in daily activities from an early age and acquire survival skills through direct learning from adults. This simple, natural way of life connected to nature is the secret of the Hadzabe's survival for thousands of years and distinguishes them from modern societies. One of the big questions is whether the Hadzabe lifestyle will survive in today's world. With environmental changes and modern pressures, many worry that this tribe is experiencing its last days. But the Hadzabes themselves have a different opinion. They believe that as long as they stay connected to nature, they can continue their traditional life. We will discuss it further. The future of the Hadzabe tribe is one of the most important and sensitive topics, because they are one of the last hunter-gatherer societies in the world that still live in the style of. However, despite all efforts to preserve their culture and lifestyle, the Hadzabes face many challenges that could threaten their future. 1. Threats caused by the expansion of agriculture and industry. One of the biggest threats that the Hadzabe tribe is facing is the expansion of agricultural and livestock lands in their traditional areas. Much of the land traditionally used by the Hadzabe for hunting and gathering has been taken over by farmers and ranchers and turned into cropland. This process has reduced the tribe's natural resources and forced them to migrate to areas with fewer resources. In addition, the entry of industry and urban development around the traditional areas of the Hadzabes threatens the biodiversity of those areas and destroys the habitat of hunted animals. 2. Social and cultural pressures. The Hadzabe are also under social pressure to adapt to modern life. Various governments and organizations are trying to lead these tribes to a more modern lifestyle, encouraging them to settle permanently and engage in agricultural activities. These changes can lead to the loss of their traditional lifestyle and affect their thousands of years of culture. Many Hadzabe youth are moving to the cities due to external pressures and abandoning the hunter-gatherer lifestyle. 3. Impact of climate change. Climate change is also one of the serious challenges for the future of Hadzabe. These changes have caused the reduction of natural resources, changes in rainfall patterns, and successive droughts. This situation is considered a great threat for a tribe that is highly dependent on nature. The hunted animals and wild plants used by the Hadzabe have been affected by these changes, and the tribe's food resources have decreased. 4. Efforts to protect the Hadzabe culture. However, there are efforts to protect the Hadzabe culture and lifestyle. Human rights and indigenous culture protection organizations are working to protect the Hadzabe's traditional territories and protect them from social and economic pressures. Also, projects are being implemented to preserve natural habitats and provide sustainable resources for Hadzabes. Some tourists are also interested in visiting this tribe, and the income from tourism can help support them. 5. Preserving hunter-gatherer culture in the modern world. One of the big questions is whether the Hadzabe can continue their hunter-gatherer lifestyle in the modern world. Despite all the challenges, the Hadzabes have shown that they are highly resilient and have managed to preserve their culture and way of life so far. They strongly believe in connecting with nature and maintaining their simple lifestyle, and many members of the tribe continue to resist modern changes. 6. The future of the tribe and the choices ahead. There are two paths for the future of the Hadzabes. One is the gradual acceptance of modern changes and adaptation to the new world, which can lead to the loss of parts of their old culture. And the other is trying to preserve their traditional lifestyle with the support of international organizations and governments. The Hadzabe must strike a balance between preserving their cultural identity and accepting global change, and this is a choice that could determine their future path. In general, the future of the Hadzabe depends heavily on how they manage external pressures and protect their natural and cultural resources. If efforts to protect their lifestyle are successful, the tribe may continue to survive in the modern world. For the Hadzabes, hunting is not just a job, but a way to survive and connect with nature. Instead of using modern weapons, they use their own traditional bows and arrows. Believe it or not, these techniques have been passed down from previous generations and still work. The Hadzabes follow the animals very carefully and actually act like professional naturalists. These tips can teach us important lessons about living sustainably and interacting with nature. Hunting is a vital and essential part of the Hadzabe tribe's life, and as one of the last hunter-gatherer societies, they still use traditional hunting methods that date back thousands of years. Hunting is not only a way of providing food for the Hadzabe, but also a form of survival, connection with nature, and also a social activity that plays an important role in preserving their culture and identity. 1. Hunting tools. The Hadzabe use traditional handmade bows and arrows for hunting. Bows are made of wood and are very light and flexible, while arrows are usually made from local woods and equipped with sharp metal or bone tips. They also sometimes use plant and animal venom to poison the tips of their arrows so that they can hunt animals faster and more effectively. 2. Hunting animals. Hadzabes go after different types of animals that live in their natural environment. These animals include deer, zebra, gazelle, buffalo, and sometimes even birds and smaller animals like rabbits. Choosing the type of animal depends on the geographical location, season, and available resources. 3. Hunting techniques. Hadzabe hunters are highly skilled in following the tracks of animals and recognizing their behavior. They can locate animals by seeing footprints, smelling animals, or hearing specific sounds. Hunters often hunt in groups to increase their chances of success. A common hunting technique is for them to slowly and carefully approach the animal until they get close enough to it and then shoot their arrows. Although they use simple tools, they are very successful because of their skill and experience in hunting. 4. Group hunting. Hunting in Hadzabes is a group and social activity. The men of the tribe go hunting in groups, and after hunting, they share the animal completely with other members of the tribe. This sharing of food is important not only for survival, but also for strengthening social bonds and solidarity among clan members. Skilled hunters have a higher status and respect in society. 5. Hunting according to sustainability principles. One of the important features of Hadzabe hunting is that they naturally respect sustainability principles. Unlike modern hunter-gatherers who may overhunt, Hadzabes hunt as much as they need and care about maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. They are well aware of animal behavior and know when and how to hunt so that their natural resources are not endangered. 6. Hunting and its role in daily life. Hunting is not only the main source of protein for the tribe, but also plays a role as part of their culture and identity. Hadzabe men go hunting with their elders from childhood and acquire the necessary skills through direct training. Hunting is a sacred act for the Hadzabe because it means a direct connection with nature and maintaining the cycle of life. 7. Connection with nature. One of the interesting things about Hadzabe hunting is that they are completely dependent on their natural environment and believe in respecting animals and their surroundings. They don't do hunting as a sport or for fun at all, but as part of their lifestyle and survival. Every animal that is hunted is fully utilized. From the meat to the skin and bones, nothing goes to waste. 8. Challenges of hunting in the modern world. With the increasing presence of agricultural and livestock activities in Hadzabe habitats, wild animals have increasingly decreased, and this has made hunting more difficult for them. Also, wildlife protection laws in some areas have prevented them from hunting freely, which puts a lot of pressure on the society. These changes can have negative effects on the lives of the Hadzabes, because hunting is an integral part of their lives. In general, hunting for the Hadzabe is more than just providing food. It is a cultural, social, and spiritual activity that has helped them continue to live in harmony with nature for thousands of years.